Okay, so I have a calculator question now. It says that the diagram shows a cube and a cuboid. The total surface area. Now, surface area is the area of each face added together. So surface area is the area of each face, or the total area of each face. So each face added together. Okay. Total surface area of the cube is equal to the surface area of the cuboid. Now, before we go on to anything, that Janet says, well, I'm going to work out the surface area of this cuboid. I don't have any dimensions on the cube, so I can't do anything there. So this front face is going to be 5 times 7, which is 35 centimetres squared. The side face, this one here, would be 14 multiplied by 5, because again, it's base times height. For these, we're looking at the area. So 14 times 5 is 70 centimetres squared. And then the top face would be 14 multiplied by 7. Okay, so 14 times 7, which is 98 centimetres squared. Now, all that I've done there is worked out the surface area, or the area of each of those 3 faces. However, there's 2 faces that are this shape, the front and the back. So I'm going to multiply that by 2. Okay, and that's the same for each of those faces. So there's 2 at the side, 2 at the top, 1 at the top, 1 at the bottom. Okay, so I'm going to multiply all of that by 2. So I'm going to have 35 times 2, which is 70, because that's the area of the front face and the back one. 70 times 2, which is 140, because that's the area of this side and this side. And then the top and the bottom will be 98 times 2, which is 196. And then to get the total surface area, I'm going to add that together. So 0 add 0 add 6. 7 add 4 add 9. So 11 add 9 is 20. 406 centimetres squared. So that there is the total surface area of the cuboid. We know that that's the same as the surface area of the cube. So it's centimetres squared here for surface area, because we're still working with area. Now, Janet says that the volume of the cube is equal to the volume of the cuboid. Well, the volume is area of the cross section times the length, because they're both prisms. Okay, so in this one here, the volume would be 5 times 7 times 14. So the volume of the cuboid is 5 times 7 multiplied by 14. And that gets me 490 centimetres cubed in order to work out the volume of the cube. Okay, I know that the surface area is 406 centimetres squared, but there's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 faces there. Okay, so the area of each face is going to be the same. So if I did 406 divided by 6, because I'm splitting it into those 6 faces, that gets me 203 over 3. Okay, as an answer. The area of each face is 203 over 3, or 67.6 recurring. Now, I know that the face would be base times height, and they're the same value. So I'm work out the length of the base and the height. I'm going to square root 203 over 3. And that gets me 8.23. Okay, so the dimension, the length of that, would be the square root of 203 over 3, which, if you type that into your calculator, becomes 8.23 if we round it to 2 decimal places. So the volume of that cube would be 8.23 multiplied by 8.23 multiplied by 8.23, or 8.23 cubed. Okay? And that gets me 556.6 centimetres cubed. So actually, Janet is not correct. The volume is not equal in the cube and the cuboid. So is Janet correct? No. We've shown that the volume of the cube is 556.6, where the volume of the cuboid is 490.